Good morning. My name is Justin Daniels. I'm on the board of directors with the Center for Campus Fire Safety and the Fire Marshal at the University of Oklahoma. Today we are at the Center for Campus Fire Safety Forum in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and we are about to perform a dorm room burn. And we want to thank some folks. We want to give credit to the North Carolina State Fire Marshal's Office, particularly Jan Parker, who has had a significant role in helping us put this side-by-side dorm room burn on today. Also, we want to thank NFPA and the National Fire Sprinkler Association for donating the trailer and for their continued efforts to improve fire and life safety on college campuses. They've been very instrumental in bringing this here to us today, and we appreciate all their efforts. So here in just a few minutes, we're going to begin the side-by-side burn. The first thing you're going to see is fire in a dorm room without fire sprinkler protection, and we're going to observe that for a period of time. And then the fire department, you'll see the fire department personnel go over and put the fire out, and then we'll see a fire begin in a fire sprinkler room and observe the fire sprinkler doing its thing. So here we go.
Okay, thanks for coming outside. We're going to get started. I really want to thank again the partners that brought this together for us: Chapel Hill Fire Department, the National Fire Sprinkler Association, the North Carolina Sprinkler Coalition, the Chapel Hill Fire Department, the State Fire Marshal's Office. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Jan Parker and let her start and introduce some people, and then we'll get going.
Thank you, Mike. Well, thanks everybody for coming out, and hopefully the weather's a little bit better than we anticipated, so we're going to move quickly here. But it's my honor to introduce to you our Insurance Commissioner, Mike Causey, and he's going to make a few remarks, and we'll move right into the demonstration. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan, and thank you all for coming out on this cool and windy and not yet rainy day, though, thank goodness. And I want to thank all the partners that you see listed on the board back here, Partnering for Life Safety, and certainly the Campus Fire Forum for bringing this demonstration to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I want to thank Brian Taylor, our Office of the State Fire Marshal, our Injury Prevention Section, and all the people that did the hard work to put this all together. Safe Kids North Carolina. It's an honor and a privilege for me to serve as your insurance commissioner and state fire marshal, and I think you will see that this demonstration will show why sprinklers are so necessary in any public building or particularly college dormitories. And Jan, who else is coming up? We have Fire Chief T.J. McLam that knows more of the details, so I want to bring him up. And thank you, Chief.
Again, my name is T.J. McLam. I'm a fire chief with Spring Lake Fire Department. I'm also the president of the North Carolina Fire Sprinkler Coalition. And we're advocates, obviously, for residential and home fire sprinklers. But first of all, I want to give a big thank you to the National Fire Protection Association and the National Fire Sprinkler Association for this donation for this trailer to North Carolina. This is going to be able to use throughout North Carolina to educate and advocate for fire sprinklers. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. We're going to start off with lighting the room on the right. It's your typical, let's just say, college dorm room. It's got some, a couch, a love seat, kind of a little sloppy dorm room, a lot of material laying around. We're going to start a fire in the back, and we'll watch it grow. Okay, we can see in the back corner over here, you can see a little bit of smoke coming up. This is just a typical trash can with some debris in the back. And this room, again, does not have a fire sprinkler system in it. It just has a working smoke alarm. And right there, we've got the smoke alarm already activating. Within about 6 or 7 seconds, you can see the fire start to progress up the curtain on the window. Again, in the old days, a lot of this material used to be made out of natural product, but now this is a lot of synthetic material that we have today. So again, you can see a lot of the temperature. You can see it progressing up the wall. We're already hitting, 100, 200 degrees at the ceiling. Again, you can see a lot of the material starting to fall down from the ceiling, a lot of the curtains starting to deteriorate. What it's doing now is starting to heat that couch on the back. You'll see the smoke start to turn from a lighter gray. It's already turned into a little dense black smoke. We've got temperatures already at 500 degrees in the ceiling right now. Again, the curtains have dropped. The couch is involved, and again, you can see it. Now just imagine the smoke penetrating throughout your house, coming out of a bedroom, going down to the hallway. This is toxic smoke. This room right here, again, we're hitting 800 degrees of the ceiling. This room is becoming untenable right now. No one can survive. You see the other products starting to come. The couch, you can see the newspaper just ignited, and the room is fixing to hit flashover. Once everything in the room becomes fully involved, no one can survive in that setting. Go ahead and hit it, guys. A minute 50 is when we hit flashover. 1 minute 50 seconds. So the time we lit the fire until we reached flashover was 1 minute and 50 seconds. Fire crews are starting to salvage an overhaul operation. The nozzle they're using is putting out 150 or 100 gallons a minute. So they're putting a lot of water in there just to douse the fire. You can see all the products, the couch, the love seat. It's already burned up, deteriorated. Again, as the fire crews start to continue their overhaul operation of the room that was not protected with fire sprinklers, we're going to go ahead and light the room that is protected with a fire sprinkler, residential fire sprinkler. Again, you see the devastating effects of what fire will do, but not protected with a residential fire sprinkler system. Okay, we got smoke. We got smoke starting to come up in the back. Again, this is the same situation. 6 seconds into it, we've already had the smoke alarm activating. Again, that's our early warning detection. This is when you get out, get low, get out, and when you're coming outside, close sprinkler head has got to reach 155 degrees at the ceiling, which the heat is going to activate the sprinkler head, not the smoke. So once we reach 155 degrees at the ceiling, we'll have activation. A minute into it, we've had activation of the sprinkler head. You can see that it's already starting to suppress the flames. Now think about the fire department being dispatched and arriving. It's usually about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes before a fire department arrives to start putting water onto the fire. So a minute and a half into this incident, we've already had the sprinkler activated and we've already had the fire being suppressed already. The sprinkler system will continue to run, and a lot of people think about water damage. What about water damage? Well, you can see a lot of stuff is wet, obviously, and that stuff will dry out. You can take that furniture right here, we'll take it, dry it out, and the next time we do it, we'll put it in the other side of there. But you can't unburn something that's been burned. So again, the fire department has already been dispatched. They would arrive in the fleet that the fire has pretty much been out of being contained. The fire department would turn the sprinkler system off and continue to overhaul operations if there is any at all. But again, you can look at the chair. It's just wet. That chair will dry out. It's not been burned at all. Again, you have a little bit of burn on the kitchen where the fire originated from. And again, the sprinkler system is continuing to work. The sprinkler system activates only in a room where the fire started. All the sprinkler heads don't go out throughout the building. It's just activated by heat. So that one head is putting out 13 gallons a minute. So if it runs for 10 minutes, that's not a whole lot of water versus the fire department putting out 100 gallons a minute. You can tell the volume of water that is being used. Again, we've got a lot of furniture, but it's just wet. Think about the memories and the photos. We just had a fire in a local community that, they lost a lot of memories, a lot of paintings. It's burnt. They can't get it back. If they would have had a residential fire sprinkler, they could have dried it out and kept those memories.
afternoon, everyone. I'm Sean Simons, and the reason I am here is I am a survivor of the Seton Hall University fire, along with my roommate Alvaro Llanos. We were severely injured in the fire in our dormitory in New Jersey. This happened back in 2000. And one of the things that we love to do is to see things like this happen, where we can use props like this to educate students about how fast a fire develops and the importance of having fire sprinklers. Unfortunately, when our fire occurred at Seton Hall University, we did not have fire sprinklers in our dormitory, and it's something that I wish we would have had, because we wouldn't have lost 3 lives that perished in our fire. So it's important for us to get out and make sure that we educate as many people as possible, not only in a campus setting, but just in residential settings as well. Fire sprinklers save lives, and it's important for us to get out there and spread that message. So I hope that you all have, really taken what you saw today, will go back into your own communities. Think about talking to your state legislators about getting funding to have something like this on your campuses and in your communities, because it really makes a difference in protecting lives and protecting property. So thank you all.
Any additional questions anyone wants to ask regarding the example that you saw today?
The package starting point for cost, just the order of magnitude, what would it cost to start something like this?
Cost of the prop.
Yeah.
Good question. Asked a question about the cost of the prop. The North Carolina Fire Sprinkler Coalition received a $10,000 grant from the National Fire Protection Association, as well as a $10,000 grant from the National Fire Sprinkler Association. So Mount Pleasant Fire Department in Tennessee is the one who built the prop, so a total cost of $20,000.
My name is Dan Jones. I'm the retired fire chief from Chapel Hill. I just wanted to remind everyone who's here that a lot of this effort began here in Chapel Hill in 1996 following a tragic fire at the Phi Gamma Delta fraternity house where 5 UNC students died in a house fire that, had that house been sprinklered, they would not have died. They would have survived that fire. 5 died, 3 were severely injured, and you saw today how dramatic a demonstration it is. And at that time, the Chapel Hill Fire Department was only about 3.5 minutes away from that house. So you see the difference here, and you see what is survivable and what's not. And although that fire was 21 years ago, we still have not applied this technology that we know is life-saving to student housing, to residential housing, and to places where people gather that's important to protect them. So the lesson here today with this demonstration is that this is life-saving technology, and the failure to use it, the failure to apply it, is a failure to protect our citizens. So take that message home with you, and use this technology what it's intended for. It saves lives. Thank you, Jan.
If there are any questions, we'll be here for a few minutes, and I think they've got our lunch waiting for us. So thank you again. We could not be more appreciative and humble for your time to be here and help us carry this message forward, because we know saving lives is why we're here, and we know there is technology that can make all the difference, and we appreciate everybody's effort and support and advocacy. Thank you. And last but not least, we want to thank the Chapel Hill Fire Department for making this possible today. We could not have done this without you. Thank you. Woohoo! Chapel Hill Fire Department.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you watching live and potentially in the future. We will post this on the Center for Campus Fire Safety's website within the next few minutes. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. And I think it's pretty evident after watching this that fire sprinklers definitely do save lives and property. Thanks again for joining us.